When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, and the Patriots are Super Bowl losers. What a great day for America. What is going on, boys?
Morning, fellas. I did call the Seahawks on Friday. I did call it, so.
Yeah.
We'll have to rerun the tape. I don't remember everything that was said during Friday's episode. So
you were betting the Patriots, Tom.
We'll have to bring that clip back up and try to figure out what was said.
Betting the Patriots. But, yeah, thank God. So happy. Greatest Super Bowl behind the Steelers I've ever watched. Couldn't have been more excited. It was probably a boring game for other people, but I just can't stand the Patriots. So super happy that they lost.
Yeah. It was a fun day. I mean, everybody gets to enjoy it. Super Bowl Sunday is just like a holiday, you know, even if you don't like football.
Hold on, though. Have you seen the schedule for next year?
I have, because we get back-to-back holidays. We get Super Bowl Sunday and President's Day.
Well, so everyone's always said, right, that they should just make the Monday after the Super Bowl a holiday. Well, we're finally getting it. We got the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day. That should be interesting. And then finally, President's Day the day after?
Yeah, it's the first day ever. I mean, up here in Pittsburgh, people were loving yesterday because everybody was pretty much off school because it was so freaking cold. But they did get their day off. But it's a scheduled day off next year. People can go out and go watch the Steelers when they get to the Super Bowl, travel back on Monday. It's going to be great.
There you go. That's for the future 2027 plans. Make them now. Anth, how you doing today?
Good, man. You know, I appreciated the school districts doing a 2-hour delay because of the Super Bowl. The following day for school, I really appreciated that. I thought that was a very smart move. They should continue that every year after the Super Bowl, whether it's 2 degrees or, 30.
I mean, I'm thinking next year everyone's going to realize that the holiday after the day after the Super Bowl is just, it only makes sense. So let's make that happen.
We make up so many other holidays. What's the difference at this point? Right. I mean, I'm going to actually call it into Berkshire and John over at West Penn, floating holidays for eternity the day after the Super Bowl.
Good luck with that. So we're going to hop into investment loans today. Again, Pittsburgh is ripe for investors. It meets all kinds of different criteria, one of those being affordability, where investors want to get in there, get good, solid homes at good prices, and be good investors. We all know the rule of thumb is you need at least 20% down to get an investment loan. But in this market right now, if the loan officer only gives your investor a 20% down option, they're probably losing out a little bit, right, Tom?
I would say so. I mean, the rate is drastically different, and I'm talking drastic. As you continue to put more money down on the investment properties, you're going to see your monthly payment drop. And what happens when that monthly payment does drop? The investor's eyes light up and they see a better deal because they are seeing more money come in a month than they had to pay in the mortgage payment. You're going to have to explain that to them. The extra money down is going to be worth it. But it's a pretty simple explanation when you see that rate on the 25% down or the 30% down.
Yeah, I mean, and we can kind of take it clockwise here. We can all be a different option. I can be 20% down, Tommy can be 25% down, and Anthony can be 30% down. So me at the basic 20% down option, I priced an option out for investment yesterday. It was 7%. For 20% down, that's 7.26% APR. And all right, 7%, a little bit higher. What can we do better? So let's try some options, right? Anthony's always pushing, you need options. So let's give your option 25% down. Mr. Burko, what would your rate be?
I believe my rate would be 6.75. You had the APR written down. Can you quote that for me here real quick?
Yeah, that's 6.94 APR.
Perfect. Yeah. So at the 25% down, we could do a little bit better for you. And as that rate comes down, we all know that the rate directly affects the monthly payment. So with the lower rate, we're going to get a lower monthly payment, which is ultimately going to be better for your investment buyers. So looking at those options, putting 25% down could be the best for them depending on how much money they have.
All right, so let's regroup. I'm Ryan, 20% down, 7% rate. Tommy is 25% down, 6.75% rate. Now, for those big dog investors that got the money to put down, we'll get to Mr. LaPera, Mr. 30% down. What's your rate going to be today, Mr. LaPera? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
I could have sworn something about 6.375.
That's right. That's
So-
right.
Which, I mean, it's all about cash flow, you know. So investors are looking for cash flow. So lowering that payment, getting that interest rate. What was that APR, Rye?
6.55 APR there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Keep me
Yeah.
out of mortgage jail. So,
Yep.
but yeah, cash flow is going to be the most important to an investor, and that's what they're looking at.
And those are the options we need to go over. 20% down with a 7% rate, 25% down with a 6.75% rate, or 30% down at 6.375 for the same loan program. It's just what the investor, one, their cash they have, and two, what they're willing to do with the rate.
Yeah, they might have that extra 10% sitting in their bank account anyway, and they don't know to use that. So if somebody's not giving them that option to put that extra 10 down, you don't know what you don't know. And frankly, that loan officer is not helping anybody. So need to move on, find a new loan officer that's willing to help.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't sit here and pick what's right for a client. Sometimes you have to give the options to your client and let them decide. If they qualify for all loan types, who am I to say what's better for that investor? I don't know what their plans are. Maybe they want to keep more cash because they're going to be buying more properties. Or maybe this is their last investment and they want to get the lowest rate possible. You know, you just never know. And if you assume or you think, oh, this is the best program without going over with the buyer may lose out. The lender's not showing all the options. The realtor may lose out. It's just a lose, lose, lose across the table if the buyer's not getting solid options.
Yeah. And all I ever want to do is win. So I hate the word lose. So we're not going to lose.
And Anth, you're going to hear it out there. The misconception is, oh, just put 20% down for an investment loan. There's no initial thought of, well, what if I put a little bit more than 20% down? What's that going to get me?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much info out there, and a lot of it's misleading, and there's a lot that's incorrect. I mean, it's very important that somebody actually works with a team, you know, or a loan officer that is going to provide them those options. I mean, at the end of the day, investment loans don't have the best interest rates if you're, you know, doing just a standard down payment overall, because the risk is the highest on an investment loan. It always will be, and it always has been. That's why the rates are higher. But you know, as an investor, if you are, you know, wondering, hey, I want the lowest rate. I don't want that 7 1/8. You know, I want that 6.375. You can make that up. I mean, investors have many avenues, you know, as far as assets. So, you know, reach out to one of us and make sure your loan officer is providing you those additional options to cash flow.
Yeah. And we wanted to hit on this now because, again, the spring market is coming fast. You might have a little snow melt today where you're going to have those investors come out of the woodwork and they're looking to purchase. And if you as a realtor can even take the little tidbit that we gave you here to have them call us, and if you can save that investor on rate just by putting more down that they never thought of or didn't go that route before, you might now have a client for life. That investor is going to come to you for every other investment property because you actually showed value and save them or help them structure their mortgage to the way they want it to be.
Yeah, people love getting help and people love feeling special. That's what it basically comes down to. So as the salesperson or representative representing them, make them feel special. Give them a good deal.
And mortgages are very, very self-specific. It's going to be based off of the person's individual information. There isn't one buyer that's the same as the other buyer. everyone is a little bit different. Everyone has different income or different assets or different plans, where you can't just put a single cardboard cutout of a mortgage program and everyone be approved for that. It's going to be different for everyone. It's why you need to work with a team, work with one of us, get your pre-approval done early. That way the home buying process is smooth and accurate for you.
Yeah, well said. Let's kill it this week.
All right, boys. We will see you Friday. Have a great week.
Later, boys.
See you guys.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony